Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akims, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to your Akim out there. And this is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 8. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. This is Matthew 24 and 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Yep. So with that, I'm going to go with this news article in regards to the, matter of fact, I'm going to go to Mark 13 to 7. That's why I wanted to bring out Salakia for that. This is Mark 13 and 7. This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7, and it reads, And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. And I'm going to go to this news article. Yeah, I believe it was from Fox News, I believe. And this was I believe on Monday, I believe it was a couple of days ago, the United States and United States and South Korea had their military exercise drill, I believe, in the South China Sea. And then this is like 2 days after. This was a recent news, came from Fox News of MSN.com. Paul Beast published of this article as of yesterday, 8/24, and it reads, and this goes into the wars and rumors of wars. It says Chinese military aircraft vessels detach around Taiwan after the U.S. conduct exercises in the South China Sea. And it says nearly 24 Chinese military aircraft and ships were detached around Taiwan on Monday morning after the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps held joint exercise drills in the South China Sea over the weekend. And it reads, I'm going to expand the article and continue on reading. And it says Taiwan Defense Ministry said there were 18 People Liberation Army aircraft was detached, 11 of which crossed the median line of the Taiwan Strait, an unofficial buffer zone in between the islands and China. 4 vessels were also detached around Taiwan. And it says China incursions has become the almost daily occurrence in recent months, but latest sign of the aggression comes just days after the U.S. Navy and the Marine Corps conduct joint drills in the South China Sea. And it says the USS Newmans, if I pronounced that right, Slovakia, carrier strike group, and the 13 Marine Expeditionary Unit carried out integrated expeditionary strike force operation on Saturday, which was 2 days ago, because today is Monday. It says the mobility sustainability provided the virtuous platforms give the Navy and Marine Corps tensions and asymmetric advance in a maritime involvement, the 7th Fleet explains. It says the seamless naval integration established a powerful presence in the region would support peace and stability. And it says China claims to a wide swatch of the South China Sea has put the country at odds with neighboring in the region. And it says in December, the State Department calls a China to respect the international law of the South China Sea, stating that their actions will, if reflect, continuing disregard for other South China Sea claimants and state lawful operating in the region. It says the latest exercise by the U.S. also comes amending heightened tensions between Beijing and Washington, D.C. And it says the U.S. shot down a 200-foot tall Chinese surveillance balloon of the coast of South Carolina on February 4th. It says, make no mistake, as we made clear last week, if China's threatened our sovereignty, we will act to, let me read it again. It says, make no mistake, as we made clear last week, if China threatens our sovereignty, we will act to protect our country, as we did. President Joe Biden said in his State of the Union address last week. So, those the tensions, the tensions over the South China Sea, Beijing versus Washington of the United States and Beijing of China. And you got the China versus the United States, the tensions increasing as well too. And you have right here the latest news that I just read and mentioned as well. It says Chinese military aircraft vessels detach around Taiwan after a U.S. conduct exercise in the South China Sea. And I'm going to bring that out again as well too. So yeah, in the latter days, you're going to have an increase of wars and rumors of wars in the nations against nations. And that's what we are seeing. And it's continuing to increase and build up. This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 8, through the Holy Scriptures. And it reads, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows, right? Because we're living in those different stages of this, with the hostility of building up, increase of wars and rumors of wars between the different nations and different kingdoms. Because you're going to start to see to this increase even more and more and more. That's why the scripture said, but the end is not yet, because we're going to continue to see the increasing and build up of the third world's war. And that's what we are seeing. You can read that in Revelations 11 and 14. Reference that scripture. I roughly paraphrase, So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying, outside lesson of this recent news article. As of yesterday, 8/24, by Paul Beast from Fox News, as it stated, Chinese military aircraft vessels detached around Taiwan after the U.S. conduct exercise in the South China Sea. So yeah, those rumors of wars are definitely heating up, and it's going to continue to heat up even more. So with that, once again, hopefully this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar double honors to the elders for pushing the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, pushing the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.